Hello! There's a new update from your favorite GSM operator, Africell.
For all of you that have struggled to buy cash power beyond $7,000, Africell has done it again. The limit to buy cash power is now up to $30,000. Oh yes, $30,000.
Buy all the cash power you want from your AfriMoney account by dialing *777#.
Where Africell goes, nobody dares to follow.
It's an amazing offer. Africell mobile money just got way better. The threshold for cash in and cash out on your AfriMoney has been increased.
Where it used to be 10,000 per transaction, now it has been increased to 30,000. Meaning your AfriMoney account, you can now withdraw and deposit up to $30,000 at once.
Cashing in and out just got 3 times easier. For more info, call 777.
Where Africell goes, nobody dares to follow.
Traveling has never been this simple in the Gambia. Oh yes, you don't need to visit the GTSC depot just to get a ticket. Just download the Yonna wallet app today and enjoy hassle-free bookings. With Yonna wallet, you can buy your GTSC bus ticket right from your phone, anytime, anywhere. From Kanifing to Dakar, Dakar to Banjul, or up-country routes like Kanifing to Basse and Basse to Banjul, Yonna wallet has you covered. No queues, no stress. Just safe, fast, and convenient ticketing at your fingertips. Choose comfort. Choose convenience. Choose GTSC with Yonna wallet. Yonna wallet. Your money, your way. GTSC. Moving the nation forward. For more information, please call 1124 or 221-1668.
diwli lanni maaro lanni
fop lanni
awa joni mi anda honno gerdeten e ngal ɗo sabu e ngal ɗo Ibrahima jonnal taw joni mi anda se yahay kapitiki ñawloyoɗen ha humpodire e makko est ce que on noon e warude
waɗen noon awa
ane ko de Ibrahima ma ko to woni
mo Amérique
ko Amérique a woni kede humpitaki fiɓe musidɓe men Baluwo ɓe andanɗa kala ko wawɗa wonde e aduna o si a rewi e juuɗe maɓɓe a jonnay ɗo dépassement o Gambia hara no weeɓi a yahata kadi taw ko mbuɗi ɗi no ƴawi walla no jippi ɓe haalantama ko kala ko falɗa ko sengo ñamete ili nebba maaro basal pomme de terre kala ko rewi ɗon a hendoto hara no weeɓi kadi wona ɗum ɗon tu ɓe jonnira e mobile phone siko ɗum kadi laptop kala ko wayrode ɗiɓe hay kaspawa ɓe wawma jonnude kadi sa fala humpitade ko weeɓi ƴettu Google account ma joni data ton waɗa download app maɓɓe on ayiyay kala ko humpima e maɓɓe ton ɓe weeɓi hama
ka wonɗa wo e aduna on
kala ko wawɗa
a jonnanayi wonɗo ka leydi men Gambia ɗo dépense
hara no weeɓi hama si ɗum non fof no neeɓi immoɗen joni mi ɗowtama ka place maɓɓe jano
waɗen joni
iya heɓa ko falaɗa
waɗen kisam.
Diamano Money Transfer Bureau de Change, your go-to option when it comes to money transfer. With Diamano, you can send money from anywhere in the world to your family and loved ones in the Gambia and be sure the funds will be delivered to them within the shortest time possible. For your convenience, funds sent through Diamano Money Transfer can be picked from all the banks and multiple other financial institutions, including Ajib Bank, Trust Bank, GT Bank, Mega Bank, Basic Bank, Reliance Financial Services, and Approved Services. Visit our head office at Bruceby opposite AfricMed next to Trust Bank Limited or email us at info@diamanomt.com. You can as well call us on 310-3050 or 310-3051 or yet still 733-0688. Our opening hours are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Diamano Money Transfer, your most trusted money transfer service where customer satisfaction is paramount. When you think of a simple, fast, and reliable money transfer, think Diamano Money Transfer.
Looking for the perfect home away from home in the Gambia? Welcome to BC's Residence, your ideal short-stay apartment in the heart of Bundum. Whether you're visiting for business, pleasure, or an extended stay, BC's Residence offers you the comfort, convenience, and privacy you deserve. Enjoy spacious, well-appointed accommodations in a peaceful neighborhood just behind Nusrat High School. Our residence combines modern amenities with authentic Gambian hospitality, ensuring your stay is both comfortable and memorable. At BC's Residence, you are not just booking a room, you're finding your perfect base to explore all that the Gambia has to offer. Ready to book your stay? Contact us today. +220 941414 BC's Residence at gmail.com. BC's Residence, Bundum, behind Nusrat High School. Your comfort is our priority.
ala baraka bakiyatel men ka kerfatu jibe programme mi yalon ko wolem Politic Kaacha men kanale talato talala fele mutana studio kono koteke kana kanyim programme di Allah tel men yalon ko wolle ka programme jibe ka fale ala baraka al ka wato men ta ka bulan no manyim programme ro memo Politic Kaacha kal tendu kal jeyi men yalon ko wolle ka commandro ke programme ni do ka fale ala baraka bake wato bira al ka contribute ke nyame programme ni do bar fana men yalon ko ka commandro ke maw buke la commandiro nyintano ka monto manke nangani yoti wato la kan jampadro wato be lan kalafika la commandiro ta pour nga kacha banko la ko wala fa ngoy sinde jang wonyama ka fale ko ala baraka ko teke ala ka bula programme ni ndo mo nyama men ka programme di yalla o mo Ibrahima Jaralde bi fanan afele mutana da be yalla ko nimmo ko tengol mi yalla ko politicien olem pour nga banko la ko kacha wonyama ka fale le sidrom ale relax mo le programme ni jibe montro la wati kile kata way bantala domandinke janembe fintla studio kono be laynol fana yalla tel men be jibero la pour ale ke moti mi yalla kal si commandro keno ali al dabula programme o nyindo bi me yalon ko wala be mfe studio kono wala sante men mfe studio kono o mo Mr Foday Gassama me yalon ko fa anana kede nun député woti banko kan janne andu wonyama fana National People's Party membo NPP de abo waleto andu wonyama fan sante ngal gambe to yala bantala banko kan ka fa baraka baki anatam fi ka fon fi programme to nyame nyaado do man ninge fana Kexx Sanneh me yalon ko abo PDOIS la ka fulan fi studio kono janne anim fana Sheriffo Bayo Sonko member Yonna Democratic Party wolbe ka fulan fi studio kono jana bar janni wo ni Mr Gassama be tarraja prunga ka cha ko do la mi yalon ko wolle be denni Gambia la politique wala karola anin ku ko tangal mi yalon ko kumata baake banko la ko wol mo fennete mi yalon ko be wol ka chala Gassama baraka baake na da programme to nyamen famo ke da baake wala ka tanye kontaan de ka fulan fi studio kono nyamen bi
jara welcome a'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim bismillahir rahmanir rahim follow mbe te fon kontonna baydi tele ka ke programme la moderator timbe kontonna kayto ni ajube ni programme kumayata bake men kita Politic Kaacha pour Gambia ko coming ka fo nyame Gambianism Gambia is bigger than any of us as the Watanan told Betty kato mbukatra party killing na miralol le ka fata bare Gambia wo bi janne andon be denta Gambia lela wolat na wo Gambia wala wartan tol peti
okay
wolat na nin Gambia ku na to we have to be nationalist ku ma ta bak mpana be tentula be jaila pour kany miralo soto kany programme sifa soto ka politician ol commandi si la miralo lu fo la party la policies la party la hamen kolu o kuma tabak
very good baraka back another program moto nyameng kabiri nan Gambia state taranya dile election yele mo damal bije quand même fo wala oppositional et quand même fo wala man nyamam fa president Adama Barrow la maralola and comme December 5th amam molti mi yalon kay ba bondilal wala ba bondila carte fa yolal ye mo ko tan sindije to mo men ko banku dingol ya bula do ko men amoke e campagne o kay 2026 2021 e campagne o kay o sankile mo nyum fanana barbudum akamonta banku dingo dol bije ko ya bula do ko men na mantara o kay ka ilafta pour ka bondi
ila nyinin karo kuma ta baki jam demokrasi mu miralo lati ite la miralo ko ila nyanto dante damendo do ta kuma sta wala kanu miralo bete keno la kilindi komi ngamen fon na kumola datidula je kuma ta baki bari His Excellency President Adama Barrow Gambian ko le atombon 2016 kotumo Gambian kolbe sularing bako tumo molube de tokno bake sanji moni fula menke dañum banko kam molbe a lonne hadama do ka filile ko be on ka fili nyame molume fan soto even media houses hanim beñi menna janten kun wa man soto no katu wotumo e wo environment to mi nga man create wotumo plain field nyimbe rofrim bake molu buka hani ke famfo katu ko membe marlem bankola yaya jambe ateman believe democracy la principle la no barinka carte o faye ne pour asi democracy nati bare mo keno katum a balantale ayaje ko atebe kala karka marlo atebe wole kala wala mu nyinti ko sembe marlo wala na wo Gambian ko le wala je ko alnga carte o faye president Adama Barrow pour si hakili marlo nati wala mu democracy ti o democracy kabringa carte o faye 2016 follow nga sasimen nanko institutional reforms wala mu mansakunda la bunda lo tamandrinyal ke falling na ta sasinyim fanan nako pour asi banko la maral kan 1997 constitution loi buko len Gambian ko le adeda referendum oto ko loi buko kono luwal be jemini ya lon ko luwalu e mampetea bar dol be jewol betea talen katu loi buka molbe febo banko kan wala ni ka there is no bad law. Any law that suits you is a good law.
Good law.
Any law that doesn't suit you is a bad law. So what a law je utekering. Wale atinanko constitution kuto soto law book kuto. Wala no 2020 na draft constitution ayasamba deputy moto. Wala deputy man na songala. Deputy man song.
Ita fongo barenga me wako wala le me ita na deputy bungo is it? Yo janni wo.
Nte draft mina wato me na automante bota jele.
Bota jele okay. So dolbe je ko hani wo draft fongo la ko wala. Well iko deputy wal man song bar jamaga men fo wala president barona la NPP wala man song wo draft ni recent survey me yitande yenyin ko wal men konti reform memo falendiro te banko dingo jama babiji iko falendiro man traka ke banko kan memo reform te wala nan ko iko mol kam mem fo wala president baro iko do ko mi yalan ko wal ditala amantra ka tamande mol mo kemal bije mal la wala kawe do ko ke kam banko kan
ni moli o fo I respect their opinion bari ndengamere nyina tale katu ko niko reform mantra caring democracy form reform lati katu democracy mantra no Gambia banko fa sanyi mo ne fula ya jamana marlo form reform lati
okay
habari system wala tamandrenya wala system nyinti yo bari fenko loi pour que loi nati president Adama Barrow ko loi deda loi député bon le ka loi deda ateban taro député bon
habara executive la si loi deda no ade ya level ya kinan député bon wala man na député on tan loi deda
habar ay wokele wala muhammed kaytoti yalo policy maker le mu cabinet cabinet le ka policy da policy mu hamen kayto lati wo hamen kayto cabinet la doko mu wolati ka samba député ñaati mo ni banko la maral kaw jibe section 101 ay wala fo a motion or a bill may be introduced in the National Assembly by a member of cabinet or by a member of National Assembly, and National Assembly shall give consideration to the bill introduced. Ni section 101 juwe lo bankola maral count constitution of jele. Ako cabinet minister asi hamen kaito nati deputy bonto. Deputy of finance hamen kaito nati ka fule private member bill. Wala committee finance bill nati no. So ni bemu loi la dedanya. Bari nin cabinet ye hamen kaito nati deputy nyati. Itelma sembo so pour ya ratify. Womu deputy la doko walati. Wolu adama baroman taraje.
Bari ko commitment that matters, and all other parties member bankoka if fintizale kafo we endorse this 2020 draft and will laftale prake luwati banko except NPP and President Barrow amala blessing di kaitola ama itandi ko well he is in for it ama wofo ando ngaje ko most of the people me yalanke balanta kaito nyina wol mo molti mi yalanko wol natalem o wato nyina
jara mbenyum fole ko draft constitution 2020 defon balanta la
mais fo mo sonal
ha
oh okay
because mi dan ko balanta la ye fennel ke luwa bu ko kono folo jara ni hamen kayto de day ko anyanta ke luwa leti inyama nyana safela je kafa ko moma nyana dula mala luwa me yalon ko député le nyanta de dala ete ko député man nyana totlay man na fem mala je nyata tambindi la le ayta referendum direct o buka ke luwa neba de dala député sembo sutla pour ka luwa de da wala ni ko luwa de dala dia lo migas it le ko luwa de da haba so anu nyimbe je fanan ko draft nyin kono ko iko nimmo mi alon ko jojo le joji ale ke ala doko wato iba jo kan atata fa pension tay ko be continuer la pour han kabi ka jo menna ala doko wato ibe continuer le kawale diala womo nete womo discrimination bari ngajare yo people what about doctoral for doctoral manke civil servant for police manke civil servant for soldier manke civil servant ye ni ngatra ko yo foko wala nyanta kala jojolye hani atra pension de be kon ne la ke jo woto police du womo discrimination wolti anoni ta section 100 jubel loi bunda keme 1997 constitution foi malon ko 1997 constitution wala janta buku ko loi buku to de dala ni o man so loi menna ite nyanta de dala nyamen wala nyanta te guide la wala janta député bon guide la député bon kan do ko ke fem fulal la constitution and standing order so ni be ebe loi buku to de dala nyin dolle ba nyin buku loi buku koto wala be loi buku to de dala wala nyanta wulula wo section 100 ako imanya na luwade dala membe discrimination okela fatam fanso okela kadu bunda do fana mbeje wayita ndiko te jara ibrahima jara ni tani moden da bakilim fakilina be sirin america banko le kan barka america kaytole babul e ko atekeno la ministati ate president ya nyini nola atekeno la national assembly membati nyi bebe draft kono le 2020 draft nyimbe jele ni tara je just currently currently men fana be diaspora minimo banko de dual citizenship bebul be ka minister de Gambia ha nga jele foete wo be 1997 constitutional kono ha aya fule ako ninga atara ko dual citizenship bebul wala banko di ya fula e ko ite keno la pour ka ke minister obi jele we 1997 constitution kono bar say man la fi wayta jay ko loi jawlam oto manat de bakela 2020 kono gon draft le ko tamalem
so bar mo jamal bije quand même fo in fa nyo sabobe dame wolem president Barrow to moment na Canada reform la sanjitang iko bari anyanta ka dawolto ay ji ay modo fu ando ngamete ni mo ko ngale campagne kay wala pour tout tam manda fula wo mara ay ji 2016 kara 2026 wala sanjitante jamal bije ika manyakalo tatam la hanen lesen sauver fonga ya yitande ko banko mo jama bije iko Barrow manyaka tatam la ben démocratie ba wala lam fundika fe mamira nyanta ka jila waro sita pour ka ya margo
yenyi mbunda men foje kuma ta bak balinte ngamira men kaf ko president Barrow manyan lola ika bes mo kan kadi ma bes luwa kan
ay campagne menke ay ko mol men foje wala mo kade mo fan of democracy tatam le démocratie le tam second tuta maralo alata walla andu wanyama fanga ata babula la wasilo no.
Do we elect our president on the basis of the law or moral? Nga president o moral wale la han sodo man nga president o tombo wale la wala na bankola moral count ita je jube aka for qualification and disqualification of candidate. You understand it? Aka mem fo je wala nyindi ko muneka candidate to qualified indi muneka tina buka qualified abuka sapol timandi nyine be loi buko nga president o tombo wale la nga député tombo wale la nga councilor tombo wale la nga mayor tombo wale la nga chairman tombo wale hal draft constitution wale candidat banku buka tano luwa koma luwa marlo amanke ko ka banko samba mira lolla konte ngaji tedni hani banko buka tawon banko tikinde dunya ko menga tamo banko buka tamo luwa la ni president luwa e sembo dia la prior law because term limit one traje jaram be nyim foyle ko term limit buka development determine no the China banko jwala develop the China bi dunya ko Nita the China ba jubela how China is moving.
But we cannot claim
China la president member Syria. For ma longo China la president member Syria. China ba longo 7 political party lebi. Party ko wala lebi. The CPC always to lead party. Itata tundo. Ndeta ta jele nga je visit le ndata dula jamal to Funju provinces ndata je ndata Guyan city ndata Gulani island yal bundal mi yal ko party jamal le be je tundol kan. But you
cannot claim to be a fan of democracy after you don't believe in that term. You don't believe in two-term rule. Because I come on the commentary for left at Kino Labar Dura or Malafi wala. Wala Lafa Dura or Labarian Yemen to be Malafi wala.
Honey, among understand government.
But remember,
you need a term limit. Term limit. Amanta combek term limit le oposka ko wanya nakake nka me itandi la bankola ba
bare molka me many baroke semboro welcome me for one
constitution o me itandi wala ko term limit man tan na constitution ko na loi as start of now
habari there's nothing wrong so when baro saying okay I have done enough 7-10 years
that is moral. If you can't president to moral la, you can't president to loi la.
No, but moral comes. Gassama. Because for me, you know, nyadon ko mi along ko let's say me along ko amari ni ngamang kutu ko betea. And ala Kenya almang betea. Nobody will say on the street and appoint him as the president.
Because you are forced kaneka equity into bolal. Are you going to overturn him?
No.
Because maybe you will need to go loi ko. Loi sembo detail. Pour ye kata osono. Yeta ye karto fay il femen tombo ne ya tombo pour akanata ta tamla ete ta yedi amu moli ye convince ya fo ko kan karto fay nye
ha bar na amari fo ko
bari ta fo no ka te lola because ni ba te lola akamunda ko nao ini luwale be keleka
ni ka de lola
ni ka de lola bi be fo na ne ba fo la te lola ite si même fo no wala nyinte ko ite la candidate o menti be wala wafila ya sell out.
So but dolby je ka même fo wala if baro na rex nyinda anata lo tatam la nata na boy e ka be kala e malolti mo fi ndujam andu wanyam han dunia fankono ala legacy nying aba batandil you think it was taking the rex
NPP to boy la
ita boy la ni election
hani sobe fo yo itandi la de yalo sobe aka determine presidential election obe kala nyame 2021 sobe le ketano hani after that sobe do le ketano ngam ko 31.
Yeah.
It was used to be 31.
31, yeah.
If you could remember.
Yeah.
31%. Say ko jël 46. Ala fa do ma fa do a jital. Ala fa. So where it and ko be gagner.
Baro.
Ha, abe gagner.
No bar sobe ku jama la yirandi Gassama. Ala fanna do be je akon president Baro nani modo loda. Sama carte fo ke do modo le ba boyndina. O fana be je.
Juma la wote. Ali do albe lola.
Well, it could be Usainu Dabo, it could be anybody, you know, within the opposition.
Be fenkili for the Gambian call boka carte of fay. Kako nyine be keri, nyine Gambian call na nga fo Gambia la political system of nyawe. Silence majority len jamati. You understand it? Nyim politician or many along kata meeting dulan tete rally atella wolute. What we can't fight symbol.
Well, look at because in Birikama,
majority will silence the Mafia you don't can't fight at all. More for it, but remember, Jamati will silence the silence will determine at the pool.
But it is a tundo from Gassama. If you look at Al Halul Benjamin Katambi after the presidential election, parliamentary election, local government election. The opposition are win can hands down by Birikama West Coast to So opposition they got the upper hand. If Barrow should take the risks, I thought local for a point, I'll
and it is a factor responsible election ila boyo and ila boy balia. Malfa understand it. Presidential election difference movement to 200,000 votes.
200.
Huge amount. What's here to what difference what to Woman came, you have made a marginal shit. If you are a good politician, one came marginal shit. You understand? Need any water election. Don't be along with only a cut of file. Will not participate local government election. You don't participate National Assembly election. What can interest me sort of damage the presidential election? More do.
Well, but the election was not even free and fair.
Presidential election niko be sumandiro kelala ni deputy kata mistake la deputy be nyaming deputy na be lola hanala badi mula ni men be badi killing hana be different political party nika kata o fire aka sympathy vote sotle because munem nyindi ani wol denta badi yal dol bi je atero le wolti dol bi je wol yala ala agenda menga bakala policy wala support ikata o fire ya political kaji we ite ka suman doge nyame yo nim presidential nata again what the same people will lekane ka
so bar dol beje ko president barola popularity is down. In fact modo ikanyin recent sepra survey ka wala use when yaji a president who won by over 50% of the votes now survey nata is putting you at 46. That means you going down.
And Amanta he is not going down. The survey man ko exactly ka mem.
So when you celebrate it, 47%, 46% is the chance for
him. I understand. Yellow 50 yellow the fourth survey men kida 2021. They got 31.
No.
31. It was
there about
something like that. But what 31 4 will not reflect back in the election, general election. Oma reflect. Men reflect 53 or 52.
Yeah.
50.
So but
silence majority men be daring. Ikafo men na koy ma decide undesirable
voters.
Voters. So will let decide election.
So what makes you think of those people undesirable voters are going for?
They are going for Baru. Yeah, they will vote for the incumbent because when I did a cut off file, I follow. I couldn't dealer, Bangkok, electricity access all over the country. BBB more than a community me along I be Fenko dealer in the Kurao dealer Bangkok Minako Sate Minano Gambia across the country. Almost about 700 and something. North Bank region alone. 204 community Banko Beka Adamanke and North Bank Damat across the country. Nina the Siluri Juve, I don't menke moli infrastructure.
But you understand? They argue the money is not coming from the president's pocket. So
but Sanitalu and in Flafobica Namojo. Again, Muna de more development dealer. Muna Yaya Jame more development of dealer. Yaya Jama do coke de Nicoman do coke Yanaka. Hanetijaro Karabu, I do coke. Niko amate isi yana karle. Sada do kera ba jorofo na do kokle. Nika man do ko yana karle. But compared to President Barrow, it's different.
Okay, Kexx. Barake na program to nyame. Very good. Akamunta mabenta lambe memfoka wala mba tatam. You know, Gassama ako on moral issue. I think yantalambe wala discuss. You want to come in? O karoji da. Dol bije ba fo kan President Barrow nyanda ka jile second term ni yo ka kanyantale because banko dingol ita fo ngay wala foy e ko ite man na maralo e kala fi wala ning furata nyin tunguro ji ya chance di modo la ta fane nana mo tombo la patio kono mo men diate yena yo maralo ke bar Gassama ko mo moral issue da lal bije men be develop kan and that term doesn't in any way determine ila development wala whatsoever ya be den di men na dara wala akamonde la commitment to national development.
Yeah, to ko ya fo nyame rek woni bo ko kachala wala ba jibe Fonsa jibe in an angle president onata nyame wo be important la ba ka establish president onata nyaade le pour que mansati Barrow came as a transitional president ngole kafu nyoma patiol yela hajol be bula je momo because la police manke kilomode la ideal manke kilomode la miral nyal fon ko banko manage nyame is not the same but they all sacrifice that ko ko ngamo kilim tombo among ourselves ngal mari nan bayri nga Gambia lo men na tare ko men yantande na wala nyinte ko former president member jang menka monda ko Jawara weta sanje tan sabale si jang aman kate keso na ma bonde jang fo coup d'état le abonde na ya jamena for 22 years kateke so ma bondino after many elections for kabin kafuta nyoma go to sign to make an end to self-perpetuating rule. Fonsi example was set. Mealonko will have a president. Mealonko he will go for a transitional period. Just allow moment to lay the foundations for a Gambia, a multi-party contest. Well, and the whole idea whereby there will be an institutional reform, there will be a constitutional reform, there will be a civil service reform. So Banco now would be a solid ground for everybody. Mealonko multi-party contest. Sikeno. So if you have that type of president, Mealonko at Sonta Santa and Nina manifesto by maintain that to the IEC, it is very clear that I am President Adama Barrow, who is contesting under the coalition ticket, backed by 7 political parties, to lead a transitional period for 3 years. What about the manifesto that is tendered at the IEC? So no keda our president another 3 years on other siya kodo kul siya battle at Amira Benyame. Afanga kuma counto kabadunda kono raje ko they are totally different. Menje numbanda. Ako nga so Sanji Lulo diala continue tata wala. Another ko another Sanji Lulo nga diala. And within that frame yung agreement on yung koranga nyina foko end to self-perpetuating rule. Wala ni mansate sila all the time katraje, but memenkela wala nyindeko will reform the constitution whereby there will be a term limit. By konita sida for Sanji Fulete bola jere do ina na sajo ko at least multi-party contest ni sikeno. Oduma achieve no after 7 years. No clause is not a clause me alon ko safo noko entrench clause la. Because there are clauses in the constitution, melanko they are entrenched, it are falling and fonitara molia back to the people. But in terms of the term limit, it's just melanko is not on entrenched clause. So if you have a president melanko, you agree with your fellow colleagues, I'll agree to all. So purko falling, ni malafika ke self-perpetuating rule team, if I menkele. When you are coming into power, I think that they could have amended.
So how about those many alonko iba for the government will after continuity la, il after tentendi role la, President Boro tala maralola, fe masabo coming Yuruwal to me alonko I will na fina banko kan isembo warta bakel, and he is the only person me alonko as banko put no on track in terms of development going by nyabe menje kam banko nyinka praiji at this stage in fanga dol moy kafo iko naka be jila fanga jarte ya samba kitwal because amanke banko la interest.
Yeah, Momo Yela, when it comes to the nation, we all have our divergent views, and every view must be respected. Maybe based on what we agree on, to hold him accountable to that. But Dobala Patio Kono, Domala Patio, believe with the development at the Nyamenje, he believes that the president can go as much as Alaftala Nyamento because Delfe is providing the development that the country needs. That's their own opinion. Don't they debate Lanoka? We'll just respect it because you have a right, what we call to be voted and to be voted for, and those are constitutional rights. And you have a right to political association, and you have a right to support anybody. So it's a lot of what they call for, but the perspective of why we need that thing. So why we are looking at
going for a third term, and you think the president deserves our votes?
Yeah, Nia Jibe from my angle, from the opposition angle, Mbafalako, like what I have seen so far, that we didn't just change a government just to remove a head of a state and put another head of state here. But if you look at it, how do we manage the economic of the country, the living condition of the people? Yes, development, infrastructural development is good, but development must reflect on the life of an ordinary Gambian people. Kantandila Conte, at least my 3 basic meals will not be something I will struggle with it. But now, if you look at the survey that last time, how many people they are living in $1 a day, it's too much. So the development is not reflecting on an ordinary person. You look at the hospital, when you go there now, how people do struggle. Most of the time there are no medications. You either go to the pharmacy to buy. You look at the social service that is rendering to the that state is rendering. Passport of LSI, and they have increased it to almost 5,000 plus. So that means that we are more reliant on a tax-based economy, whereby instead of tapping from the mineral resources that are happening in this country. So in terms of how do we manage the economic of our country, it is something is not good. You look at some of our private sectors, or what we can say, the public enterprises are being given away. They have been mortgaged. You look at even the Gamtel is just recently been privatized. You look at the Senegambia Bridge is been privatized. You look at so many sectors, they are the key draw of our economy, like the ports and the other things. All of them are managed by foreign when we cannot actually manage. So when you have a government that is telling you, I cannot manage my own resources, then for me, I will question that government is not fit to govern, because your own resources, if you cannot manage it, you said an outside. So these are some of this. For me, I will say that in terms of development, it's not reflecting on the economy. So there are minings there. But you go to the budget, nobody is telling you how much resources are we generating from Badokunkum, Masanya, all the sand mining that are taking place there. And the law is telling you any resources of the country must be reflected in the consolidated revenue of the state. So and it must come to the National Assembly. And if you have to remove that money from the consolidated, it must be approved by the National Assembly. But nobody is telling you where the money. So there are some things, Mele Alanko, they are happening to me. I believe that in terms of managing the economics of the country, and you could see the survey even shows that in terms of the economic management
60% are saying the economy is not managed properly.
So this is the issue.
But near what like in Nyamina, signed President Barongaja CRR, is it over 190 something communities, electricity, but wallet or Kurang foot at a wallet. Model PJ, it could be very difficult for oppositions to campaign against Barrow in this coming election. Seeing what he has done for the people, like Dlalmi Yalongo Kurang and Amam Futaje, I Kurang Futandi will Dlalmi Yalongo Silo and Amam Futaje, I Silo Futandi Walleto, and the Gambenola mindset, me Yalongo Wale people. It could be very difficult for opposition to campaign against the incumbent. Ni election of me Yalongo Walekana. So I'm just saying Yaminate, but I'm go in there and you said Ibafola to campaign against the NPP. You think it's gonna be an easy ride?
Yeah, when you said you bring electricity, like for example, my area from Choya going up to down Congo, these people have been crying for that road because that link Nyamina with Kauru. Wato until Nadindi Yatam Kauru, you just go to Kulenyan, just cross, you go to Kauru. But science and then people have to go all the way to Jaren just to cross because of Silo Nyambetinyari Nyam. And all our MPs have been campaigning for that, and for the history that NPP didn't follow about Nyamina West, that's Biram So I think that any development Bekela, maybe it has to start so that I didn't follow Dina as an MP, and I will show you the development that I will bring. But Nina Nyamina West, I don't know the other part. But Nyamina West, we are still struggling. Yes, electricity, polo, local sign, metal D. But you look at somebody, cannot even afford to buy a cash power because he's thinking of what to put in this. So electricity D well, you are putting more burden on the person because Amari Bajala so you compel the person to do that. So you just provide him the light just to put on the bulbs. But apart from that, what can he do? Why is this sustainable? Why is the business? So these are the issues we are confronting. At this material time, yes, electricity is a necessity. But whether is that what Nyamina need right now? Because if you look at Nyamina, it's the only constituency that doesn't have a...
In fact, I'm a Nyamina, covering NPP, the deputy of Wintaji. The number of promises Italian mentor at the time, it could be Membekela Nyamina. And what happened in the latter part is completely different.
Absolutely. So that's the issue. If you look at Nyamina, by then you look at Samba. Samba was a fishing center. So you look at those other things, they were helping the local farmers to people were complaining. I don't know this year season whether they will be able to address it. So these are the basic. You go to Nyamina. Nyamina is in terms of cattle. But what is the government Ministry of Agriculture doing that so that it can be a research tool to them? Because all this yogurt so milk and mini market they are all made out of this thing. But what is the Ministry of Agriculture's plan in terms of that? That person is not a poor person, but if you go today, is the poorest person in Nyamina because of Allah resource management, and that's the role of a government
in a community that literally it will be difficult for you like so it's either you just eat it, then
you suggested those things why not we, because by then we have what we call NTC here. By then they take these milks to the mini market or fridge process and they take it to the mini market. So New York it's made of cake but you have Nyamina is more than 10,000 or 10,000.
So do you agree that you must agree that Barrow is not impacting on your life? Because one of the journalists I think to him, Silo is the easiest work a president can do. There is no magic about it. The Silo do work or we have enough resources in the country, but the utilize. And the bank will because you call a Baluwo.
No, I totally disagree. You
disagree.
Silo Sonia. Silo la Diamano Sonia. Silo name engineer. Money along with Silo going farm back. Silo la 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer. Ala min doyata. Almost about $24 million cost now. Silo me along standard fund. Malafa understand. Momo yo fa ben. Dunia kono bankol min along ko tata nyaato. Silo infrastructure it will follow China. China within 20 years you'll banko develop. Go to Turkey. You'll Silo Jube. ita Europe part do yejube silo is very very important because atemu ikafumenda ko people to people connectivity atela ko more connect silo kumata ni momo ko silo man kuma bene
no man ranga fa no kuma but if you look at this perspective
development men for you abukatano access to electricity o kumata ba akany men for the euro pour moya fanje electricity ka mo Baluwo fali hani kan you invest all when you allocate kana banko kande the electricity there for benala
so but you think but the point Kexx merits you think that's a good point mo me yalonko ima ila Baluwo ila household ima maintain no you think that person yen meter di wala ka ila bungo where
there's no government in the world me yalonka domoro provide mo la ko nakata
no but you can provide social protection for people
I don't know wrong mon la moy don ka demende foy man sakunda te dunia ko men ko operate wonyawa man sakunda se men keno wala mo yesilo de ye courant natiye ye karambul natiye ye lopitano natiye itela balu nya way be fanjelo kono le ni dara lopitano to ye fen ko soto healthcare soto je ime fanje development ko ni silo tay borfa ko ni mina wato na tariya nya nya be tariya la silo je ni silo de je kunu ndabe da je trafic ko ba block le mbarni o me yalla ko sai sa afrita nabe bona jana ni silo tije at terel ko ma ko ben mu janale traffic imagine one time after the job within 10
but chamo I go if it's about silo I mean the problem is there my uncle failed to understand one thing
what the bank was somebody
no but Kexx is telling me one thing
economy I come for economic hardship is global issue what Turkey mbafule Turkey 1 kilo for meat akasang 800 tele ya fali Gambia ko $1,500 one kilo ask anybody there momo bije fabi Istanbul level fabi Izmir level fabi Antalya level fabi Konya level fabi Ankara level ask anybody there they are going to tell you that so it's not easy if the Gambian people are crying they can't go half and go keda nyinga global isolate Gambia food.
No, but it's the responsibility of the Gambian government to make sure that they provide.
They are doing their best. Honey, you will found you. Honey, coming for.
No, but in the light of like Baroe campaign, cool men like how Jame he said like Baluwo be koliyare nyame under Yaya Jame ay campaign ke kumol men. If not nungo under atla leadership, Baluwo koliyare katambi Yaya Jame. Then we will assume that he's not doing much.
Honey, but this is not about Baroe. This is about the
no, he is the head of the government.
This is about dunia ko le mon ko for it. Amake Gambia ko yalla be Gambia janne. But honey even yet tambi jang for yeta Guinea Bissau. I was in Bissau. Bissau oto mani boto ka sam men naje. Inte be jeng time moment. 27,000 CFA. Ni afali Gambia ko $2,700. Ni American rice. Intel kamano sanjane nga tulo sanjane ka fen ko jabol sanjane ngi transport ke sambaji. Nigerian embassy ko. Ghanaian embassy. Oh. You can ask Gambia night. So Gambia is the keepers. If you go to even customers, the same thing. Gambia
no, but the opposition are saying opposition will back vocal give me chance nyale chance dinna nintata kera president of Bangkok we're going to even make it look better
no emanna ko opposition will be bidan Bangkok kanja you understand opposition ya ko defo mo opposition
but ya me say version nakamuro opposition ya
ani tetekela opposition ya de lolo opposition ya mo ne bije saintol ni system woni mol men dunda ko wole opposition ya fa ke nyame yo sal ya ka men de wala ndi ko ni be opposition ya la don ete nyata ko mo fo men ndi ati to ka fa no ndena man ya dem a lej kula be man to yati wallahi personal ndi ngam fan le don ndi la principle mo men di wo mbagal fa ko mo fo men
no but there is no new face ni aji be mol men be baro challenge kam baga the lack of Usainu Dabo
opposition men do you will hold government on accountable
but they're doing that
wherever they go wrong you have the right to criticize. But you nyanti kilo men so pour que criticize you nyanti kilo so ni achievement ke trop you fonti ye tentu ke check wala opposition ya isa men ke la moy wol fana cité la moy non
so by now ko wonda yemna expect opposition janda ka president ko di ko
wala ni opposition non lota ni president be men ke la achievement ke sama atul mon fa mal be di ba ni nga ko ndi ali bladia ko fonti la je isa ni be fudde ni man na ke ni na ke la de nyada hani you don't do that ya mo men kal la moy fana kal di ko ak biñu nakar kan ite kate suna bolu wala yaje ko ni son tani na to abol government you can never have an impact on society if you have not changing yourself. And one of the most important weapons in changing yourself is to recognize and appreciate people. What appreciate? Appreciate. You understand? Yeah, appreciate. What for me is good for you. Because I can make them go and you sort of tonyalale. But you go among better, what among better? Honey, so I keep on because the first time person will make a
so essentially electricity access. So would you want to
yes, in comparison like when I said that code the development of the country must reflect on the people of Gambia. You look at even the salary scales. You compare to the Turkey and the other people. How much is their basic salary in terms of a civil servant? So BT Lola, if you are giving me $3,500 as my basic salary, and you expected that 7 people at my home will they are struggling. Just go to the provinces. I comment example of electricity sambadam. Go to Nyamina Science and nita jeka cable dam maletram bedo kona didn't tije because development doesn't reach there in terms of employment. So everybody comes to the combos here for greener pasture. So and it has to be decentralized. It's like you maintain those people at the provinces. But nina nanjang, how much is the government consuming in terms of employment, the employment the civil service? You compare to the agricultural service sector, Melanco can employ up to 75% of the population. But what is government investing? And we said that we must have a food sufficient. In terms of how much do we import, in terms of importation of rice to this country, even though Akafoko is cheap, but how much is government pumping into that to import the rice? The last time one I checked is almost $30 billion. They do it to make sure that they import the rice to this country. But why can't we cultivate that rice? If Mohamed Jah can do it as an individual right now, you go to his farm, he's doing it as an individual. What about a government? If an individual can do it? So these are the issues. Huh? No,